I'm Daniel Pullin, and I have the opportunity to serve as TCU's president. One of the first things I did when exploring the opportunity to join TCU was to take the official prospective student campus tour. I wanted to not only learn more about the campus by seeing our amazing buildings and grounds, but I really wanted to listen to the impressions of the university through the student voice. And both through the student tour guides as well as some of the other prospective students, I could see that there was a tremendous amount of aspiration and ambition in our students. It was really a great opportunity for me to join TCU, initially as the John V. Roach Dean of our Neely School of Business. Certainly the strength of their scholarship and their research productivity, the type of research that can shape the global practice of business. But I also came to appreciate their commitment to the classroom and really living out TCU's teacher-scholar model. And because TCU we've done a really good job of managing our class sizes, our faculty have the opportunity to really operate at the individual student level. Well, sometimes people ask me if I knew early on that I wanted to be the president of Texas Christian University. And, in some ways, no, but in other ways, yes. For example, every career decision I've made, probably since about the age of 30, has been based upon how can I invest the time that I have and the energy that I've been blessed with to make the biggest impact on the most broadest set of people in the most significant way. When I think about, what being a leader is, at first you really just have to focus on being a type of leader that's very consistent and authentic with who you are. For me, it was to quite literally roll up my sleeves, get out of my office, get onto the campus, and have as many opportunities to meet and greet other Horned Frogs where they are. Learning about our various colleges and their goals and dreams, understanding the magic behind our student affairs programs and how we have created, in my opinion, the finest undergraduate student experience at any university in the country. Understanding how the landscaping department works and why we all get to share in the beauty of our built environment. Volunteering in our laboratory schools and understanding the brightness that we bring to so many children at Star Point and at Kinder Frogs, and on and on and on. It's just been a great way to start, a great way to learn and be a student all over again, and then a great way to understand how might I be additive to propel the breadth of the organization. I have so many wonderful memories of TCU over the last 5 years. First of all, it's hard not to just be overwhelmingly thrilled by that run to the national championship game with the football team last year, and winning the Fiesta Bowl and really putting the rest of the world on notice that this is a university and an athletic program of substance that takes a backseat to no one. On the academic side, I love the way we kicked off our sesquicentennial by ringing the closing bell of the New York Stock Exchange. I'll always remember, the groundbreaking of our Burnett School of Medicine's facility in the medical district and the topping off moment. I think about the care and the support that everyone on this campus and many beyond this campus poured into allowing TCU to make it through the pandemic. We made every decision based upon what is best for our students. From a safety perspective and from an ultimate success perspective. That's an uncommon culture to be able to navigate that as successfully as we did, even in a time of uncertainty and adversity. I think it says a lot about who we are and as we look ahead, who we're going to be. If you think about the founding of our university, we were one of the very first universities to proclaim and keep as a core value the opportunity to educate both women and men at the same time. That was not a common model. It was a very early instance of innovation. And then fast forward all the way to today, how we're innovating in our laboratories, how we're innovating in our performance halls, how our students are being encouraged to operate with an entrepreneurial mindset because the world changes dramatically, just as TCU has. So that common thread of innovation has been such an important component to our ability to grow in both size and stature, to broaden the impact we make in the world, and then I think it really positions us very, very well for the next 150 years of our history. I think it's hard to overstate the importance of this moment. What other time do you get to both honor and learn from your past, celebrate your present accomplishments and the momentum that you've built, as well as dream about the future and where we might go from here?